my first snare. Give me a moment to check if it's a snare or a clap. God damn it. Okay, yeah, that's a clap. Alright, oh, this is taking some time. Like, Hip Hop Kit has, in my opinion, the best sounding clap. It's not flat, it's not short, it's got a nice, I don't know, real yet electronic sound to it. Compression, you guys have a quick look at that. There you go. And I have the distortion to help the note sound more continuous, give it more of a real sound in a way. But the key thing is not to overdo it with distortion, because if you guys have been using Garageband for a while, you'll know that the preset distortion, if you don't edit it, it's just crazy, horrible sounds. So the drive, give it 30 decibels, keep it nice and bright. You don't want any of these dual tones, otherwise you won't hear it. That's why I have the treble reduction in rather than it constantly being down here. I'll explain that in a second. Output level, for me at the moment I have it at -20 because that's just what is working with the notes, the velocity, and everything combined. You may have to edit that along the line and all sorts of stuff. The treble reduction, the reason why I have that is because sorry, the reason why I have this is because I don't want it sounding too sharp. I want to give it more of a real sound, as if it's been recorded in a room, a small room maybe. That's why I only have a slight bit of reverb there. And also, treble reduction is extremely useful when making a drop, because I'm going to show you something pretty important here. I don't know if you guys have discovered it, but what you do is click on your track, so A5, press A, click on this thing, press A again, enter, and here you have all the relevant things to this track. So you get your treble reduction, click on your frequency, OK. You get your frequency line thing. And let's say we're making a drop, so I tend to use 8-bar drops, which is a bit, predictable in all my songs. But it sounds right. I like using that, so I'll just give you a little snippet on how I do things. So, for some reason, I have this thing about starting it at 140 Hz every time. I don't know why. That's the way I like doing things. And rather than just having a continuous line going up to 20,000 Hz, before the last bar, say the last bar in the 8 that we have, take it down to, let's say, 1500. That's usually what I do. You should use more notes, like every 16th note or 8th note. Yeah, that's 8th note, I think. And then slowly increase them to create that drop sound. Obviously, work on it a lot more than this. I'm doing it as quick as possible because I want. There you go. You have a drop sound for your clap. Can't remember if I showed the visual EQ yet or not, but sorry. But there you go. That's the EQ for my clap. Obviously, you guys can edit to how you want. If you're looking for a specific sound. And that being said, you can make all this stuff and then change it to a dance kit if you like. That also has an okay clap. The techno clap is a piece of shit. It's like I can't even. It's not even a clap. So trying to avoid that unless you're looking for sort of a sharp sort of funk step sound, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so there you have a clap. Now, as I've said in my previous tutorial, it's all about layering. And this drum, A6, the snare, it helps to layer it when it's put alongside the other snare I have, A7, A8, and A9, and A10, and A11. Yeah, so as you can see, there's a lot of snares going on, each with their own specific sound. I'll quickly go over them to a point where it's understandable, I hope. So A6, let's have a quick look, see what you are. Hip Hop Kit has its distortion doing its job. Looks pretty much identical to what the clap pad. Treble reduction, yeah, same thing. Your EQ, it's all pretty similar stuff, really. I mean, you just have to have that kind of shape with your EQ, in my opinion, to get a professional sound out of it, get a nice sound out of it. And that trend continues. Oh, sorry, I should include the fact that when you're on a hip hop kit, dance kit, and blah blah blah, whatever, if you press Shift Command K and go to octave C1, which is here, A is a kick, S is a weird sort of sharp snare on the hip hop kit, D is it's not a very nice sounding snare. It's, in my opinion, I don't like using it, and E is, oh shit, yeah, sorry, A6 is also a clap. A7 is probably a snare. So this is a, bear with me, a hip hop kit again, and as you can see, the snare is, the visual EQ is a lot different here, because it's sort of a flat sound coming kind of from the back of your head if you have headphones on. The distortion, I try to make it too bright because the claps are already fairly sharp, and I found out the other day, not the other day, a few months ago actually, that an important thing about making music is that the frequencies that you use should all be kind of variant, so you get different sounds, especially within the drum kit. You can't have them all on the same frequency, I can't have them all the same, otherwise it'll sound unprofessional and mediocre, and like you did it in 5 minutes. You have to put the time and effort into it and just sit down and do it. These are the 3 different sounds you get, clap, snare, snare. So, fiddle with them until you find the sound you like. A8 is the techno kit. So I assume I use this for a snare again. As you can see, there's distortions in this one as well. All fairly similar to one another when it comes down to that. Treble reduction, it's like I said, good for a drop. No reverb for this one. I want a sharp sound. You can always add it if you're feeling a bit adventurous like. Back to your visual EQ. So as you can see, different sounds going on again. You guys have a look at that. I would love someone to tell me this, but when you click on Analyzer and you press, and when you press play, that thing comes up. Hold on. It would be really handy if someone could explain it to me. I don't understand what the Analyzer does. Because you can see the line here, but does that benefit me in any way? Does it help? I don't know. So if you guys could help me, that would be great. A9 is another, damn it, okay, should have included this. These are both snares, did that for a reason, it's panning. So one should be -32, one should be +32, and these two are both the same snares. So pan it again, -48 and +48. And let's see what these are, more techno kits. What the hell? I assume just to leave that in the center. Okay, here's that one, sounds pretty important. A10 is my use of the dance kit.